Welcome back to Wonky Kids and everything.
I love you, kid.
Were you going to try and jump on every time as quick as you could before the camera started?
Mm-hmm. That's what he was trying to do.
Okay, are you ready?
Let's roll, dude.
Okay, ask me a question.
Okay.
I'm again not sure what episode this is, but welcome back to Wonky Kids and Everything episode
Whatever.
insert number.
Wonky Monkey Kids, whatever it's called.
There you go. But
This is true.
it'll pick you up. You don't have to yell.
I didn't even know I was yelling.
You went, "This is true." I was like, whoa. So are you having fun at all?
A bitsy bit.
A bitsy bit? Well, tell them your name and tell them how old you are.
I'm 8 and I'm true.
Good job. Tell them a little bit about yourself. What do you like? Or you may have more of the what you don't like, whatever you prefer.
What you want to be when you grow up.
You already know that.
Well, you have to talk to them
Some of
because
them
they
may
don't
not
know. They don't know. You have to talk to them like they don't know.
I'm either gonna move to Florida and be a trooper, or stay at a Georgia State Patrol, but I'll have to discuss that when I'm older.
Good job. Discuss
I might go
that.
to Florida or Arkansas.
Didn't you recently decide this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He'd really like to go to Arkansas because he thinks they take him out a little better.
Now, you do realize when you go to Arkansas, Mama can't come with you.
Yeah.
He said that's the only reason he's debating on not going to Arkansas, that Florida's closer.
You can't take Mama to Florida either.
I know.
Okay. Just didn't know if you knew, if you
I
were
can't
aware.
take her to anywhere.
You can have her in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
We have a state patrol office at home.
We actually have one in Tifton.
I know.
What's been your favorite part about this week?
In town, getting that stuff. That's all.
You talking about yesterday? What all did you get?
A cat that comes with a bed and I don't know.
Where'd you get it at?
The weird cabbage baby place.
Oh, tell them about the weird cabbage place.
It had ugly dogs that looked like horror dogs. I saw one.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
And way back there, he was saying, at least I got my trusty Dusty back there. I was going. Anyway.
She convinced us that we were going to. Granted, I've heard of Cabbage Patch before.
Just annoy her.
Huh?
Just annoy her.
Me.
Oh.
He's talking about me.
Don't pay any attention.
I know what Cabbage Patch dolls is. I know what they are, but I didn't realize there was a whole hospital for them. Mama said she wanted to take us to the Cabbage Patch Hospital.
And Miss right there, she thought it was not weird. We went inside.
And
There.
Granny,
Her face had changed.
also, Pa came up here with us. Pa's 87. Taking an 87-year-old man.
You never told me that.
Told you what?
You never told me how old he was, but anyway, continue.
I'm sorry. Well, Pa's 87. We all pull up, and it's this on the outside. It would make a beautiful house on the outside. We pull up, it's called Babyland, which one? If something's called Babyland, it ought not to be
Baby Cabbage Land, something other.
heads.
Will you please stop?
And we pull up, and there's these concrete heads of cabbages with baby heads sticking out. you can't tell me that's, normal.
Okay, we've heard enough.
All I can think about was what Webb was saying.
And we go. I was not that
Think
excited
about you hanging on a tree then.
I wasn't that excited about going, honestly, because it was just creepy, just creepy.
It was not what me and Lainey thought it was going to be.
Me and Webb were right.
It was like, what did y'all bring us?
We walk in. As an adult, you know about a certain doll that there's a movie made about in a glass case now. We walk in and there's just glass cases of these baby dolls, and some of them are life size and very freaky. They look like Jack the Ripper's gotten a hold of them, and then Jason came back and was trying to sew faces on them.
John Brown, right?
It was weird.
It was very comical.
No, it was weird.
Very comical.
Well, then
And now you've changed your mind.
These people working there, granted it's their job, they're doing their job, but they come over the loudspeaker and say, if you'd like to witness a live Cabbage Patch birth, please make your way to the front of the tree. What do you mean, live birth? There's kids here, and you're... What? And then this girl comes up, and the tree starts then the baby heads start moving on the tree. Just heads start moving on the tree. Moving on the tree.
Actually, they were moving around the tree. They were like...
Oh yeah, I remember that.
This girl comes up there,
dressed
and
in like a nurse's uniform.
Mama's
with the old
all
nurse's hat.
excited. She's just... Poor
I was
Pa.
so excited to see their faces.
Poor Pa, Pa, and more me and Pa. Towards the end, we all had the same reaction. But me and Pa I was ducked down next to the kids' wagon for a reason, because there was a lot of people that were excited to be there, and that's great for them. I wanted to be out of there.
I should have named him Mr. Creepy Tan.
Well, she gets up there and she starts talking and saying, if you want a boy, say boy, girl, whatever.
Cross your fingers really tight.
I was crossing my fingers to get out of there. And so there, everybody's getting interactive and everything, and then, when I say way back, years ago, they got out the metal prongs or forceps to measure the baby's head. Well, she brings this thing out and goes, I'm just going to check and see if Mother Tree's dilated, takes this thing.
Mother Cabbage. Mother Cabbage.
See if it's dilated. She starts taking this thing and sticking it in there, going like this, to see if she's dilated. And Gus looks at me and goes, Mama, is this the dentist? I said, honey, no, this ain't the dentist. And then she pulls, she tells everybody to take, and granted, there's one person in our group that is doing what the girl is saying, and there's only one of those people on this bench was taking deep breaths for Mother, whoever she was.
Now, I was videoing.
You named the doll.
Part of the middle name.
You named the doll.
I had to.
She didn't have to.
The baby comes out, and Gus looks at me and goes, Mama, is that a real baby? I said, no, son. He said, well, what is it, and what just happened? I said, I don't know. He was as confused as I was, or I was as confused as he was.
They're gonna have fun in about 20 years.
And then she pulls the baby out and she says something about it needs a name, and everyone's quiet because there was as many men there as there were women with their wives and kids and everything else. And some guy popped up and said he named it, and then this one right here.
He said Harry.
This one right here said, the lady said he needs a middle name, and it got quiet, and all of a sudden we hear True. And then all of us hid.
True.
We all hid, and Pa, bless his heart, the whole time his face was like mine. In the video, I only looked at.
True looked at me. He said, "Are you serious?"
True is actually my name.
And I said,
Did you
T-R-U.
Yeah, she had to spell it for him because the girl went, "What?
And I said, True, T-R-U.
Henry True?
Harry True.
That's better."
Hey, it's better than Harry Webb.
Webb would have run out of there.
We
We
all
all-
sitting there like that.
Well, Pa's reaction was like mine. I looked at Pa one time and he looked at me, and but his face was like mine. In the video, you see Pa going.
Lainey's got her head buried beside the stroller thing. You're squatted down hiding, and Webb's over there like this, like, no, she didn't.
Because you could have just stayed quiet. You didn't have to call attention our way.
There's a reason why I didn't get a doll.
There wasn't no dog coming home with me from that place.
I did my best to try and talk this
The
kid
girls
into-
didn't even want a doll. That's how creepy it was. I looked over at Ashley one time during the birth, and she was like,
That's what Paul did the whole time.
man's been 87 years without seeing the birth of a doll.
Yeah, it was
I've
not.
always hated dolls.
Yeah,
I just
pretty much
don't
have.
understand.
You've always thought they were creepy.
Can't imagine why.
Well, I've seen very horror clips of them. And-
Yep.
Well, I don't think they're creepy. They just look stupid.
Tell us how you really feel.
So, are you ready to go back home, or are you wanting to stay here long? We've got 2 more days. Are you ready to go back home or stay here? Which
I'm
one?
ready to go back home.
You are. Tell them about your first night here, how you slept.
What do you mean?
You didn't sleep.
What day?
The first night we slept here.
We went from the we went from the couches downstairs to the couches upstairs to the air mattress, back to we went to the chairs, back to the couch, and then the air mattress. Well, you finally landed on the couch. I finally landed on the air mattress, and then you woke me up and said, "Hey, Mama, did you move down there?" Like, yes, true, I moved down here.
I can't remember if it was the second or third night here. Webb's played spoons before. He just doesn't remember playing spoons. So me and Lainey were talking, and we found cards. And so I taught him how to play spoons. This one right here.
Oh yeah, I woke up and said, "Are y'all done yet?"
No, you said, has anyone won? It was whatever time it was, but in the first or second round of spoons, if you know how to play, whenever you get your 4 of a kind, so there's 4 people playing, so you have 1 less spoon on the table. So we had 3 spoons, and one of us got it, and we went to grab, and Mama's sitting beside me. I
got it.
She had a spoon in her hand, but that wasn't good enough. She grabbed my hand with the spoon in her hand, threw down her spoon, and was shaking my hand, trying to get the spoon out.
I mixed up my spoon and my card and threw my
And I was
spoon down, and she grabbed my
I was just sitting there like
Can we
my hand
continue?
I didn't have any control over my hand. And I looked up at Webb, and he was just going. And so we played spoons.
Where you going? Come here.
Are you done?
I'm waiting for y'all to finish. Ooh, ha, ha.
No, come here. Sit down.
Why would I want to listen to y'all laugh?
She's just talking about our trip.
So we played that, and then we played. We have Daddy's side of the family is massive, and we used to have a huge family reunion. And the last one we had, me and Webb were little. I think I was in middle school. I think I was still at Tipped area.
Mm-hmm.
And so you play slaps. Well, with as many of us as there were, your hands would be bruised and red. But it was the most fun. So we taught them how to play slaps, and that one was just as entertaining as spoons. And then we were in the middle of playing slaps, and he was asleep, but out of nowhere this one pops up and says, "Has anyone won yet?" And then that ended the game because we all started laughing uncontrollably for an hour. So that was
Jill was just like,
just me.
You.
Just me though.
Trust me, you were loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He has always called Jill no.
I'm so sorry. I was
Okay.
spam.
Sorry, y'all. I'm blind as a bat. So what else you want to talk about?
Do you want to tell them what you like to do? How old are you?
I just told him that whatever though. I'm 8.
You didn't tell us.
Yes, I did.
When?
I said my name's True and I'm 8.
Oh, I'm
Tell them about your
sorry.
teacher.
What's your teacher's name?
Emily Bowers.
Miss Emily.
I call her Emily.
You don't call her Miss?
No.